Hello, Richard from budgetguitarist.com. Today I'm going to walk you through what it looks like to release a new album on CDBaby, and this is my preferred platform of choice for releasing music. So I've logged into CDBaby. This is my account dashboard. I currently have a balance of $9.63. Once that gets up to $20, then they will deposit money in my account. So as you can see, I'm really striking it rich here. But you know, think about it this way, like you get about a penny per stream. So that could be 963 streams. I don't know. I'd have to go look. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about an album. So I've pretty much done all the work for it, and I'm just gonna show you what this looks like. So after you've submitted all your stuff and uploaded all your files and your artwork and blah, 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 then you get stuck in the inspection queue. And that means that they're gonna look over your release, they're gonna go through the tracks, they're gonna make sure that none of it is like crazy distorted, that there's no problems. And then they send your music off to Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, YouTube, etc. and so on. A little more on that in a minute. So here is my cover art, which was created by my pal artist Rich Johnson from Rochester, New York. When I did this, I got a UPC code. That's that barcode thing that like you print on the back of CDs. That is registered. I am an ASCAP member, and so any streams or sales or physical sales, digital sales, it all gets compiled. If I get played on the radio, then ASCAP helps keep track of that, etc. and so on. If I were to get music licensed in a movie or a TV show, or, you know, some other places I have had some music licensed in the past, that's all through CDBaby. Anyway, you have to pick like genres and like what you sound like and stuff. And this album is basically a retro 80s, think like The Cars. That's Alan Parsons. I mean, that's as close as I can come. When you submit your music to CDBaby, you have to pick bands that you sound like, which is always ridiculous, you know, to my mind, but this is as close as I could come. When you hear the new album, if you hear it, maybe you could tell me if you agree or not. Anyway, so I released this under 80s pop, primary genre pop, primary subgenre 80s pop, and then also rock, 80s rock. Okay, so let's go down through it, shall we? So I upload each track individually, and I had to say who the composer and the lyricist were, who owned the publishing. This, of course, is me. So CDBaby, when this is done being inspected, will generate an ISRC number for each of these tracks, which again is used by people who track plays and sales and stuff, ASCAP. So here's my second track, third track, 4, 5. There's 10 tracks on this album. So these were all uploaded. Takes care of that. For distribution, I've got it basically set to distribute everywhere, everything possible. It says even unpaid. There are some opportunities where you can get your music placed some places and they don't pay you. It's just for exposure. And I'm okay with that. So here's partner delivery. This is a list of where it's going to go once it's approved. So we got Amazon Music on here, iTunes, Boomplay, Deezer, eMusic, iHeartRadio. You've probably heard of that one. You can see all the different places it goes: Pandora, Shazam, Spotify, YouTube, etc. And then you can actually go in and you can restrict where your music is distributed, which I don't do. And then if you want to do physical distribution for CDBaby, you can do it. If you sell hundreds of CDs, this might be a good idea. But if you sell like a handful of CDs, here's the problem with CDBaby. You send them 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 CDs. After a couple years, if they've got some that aren't selling, they will charge you money to send it back to you, or they will destroy it. Now, this is a sleazy, crappy business practice. I blogged about it on my website. Apparently, it's been in their terms and conditions from the beginning, but they never enforced it up until maybe like, I don't know, 2 years ago. So the amount of money it would cost them to keep a couple of CDs on a shelf is not worth not worth you as an artist, they don't, yeah, they don't care. I got a real problem with this. So I'll be doing my own physical distribution. I will never use them for physical distribution again, just on principle. I mean, I love CDBaby except for physical distribution. Also, CDBaby owns disc makers, or disc makers own CDBaby, whatever the case may be. They used to have a minimum order of 20 CDs. So you could have 20 at a time. That was the minimum. They've upped it to 50. Now, why did they do that? Well, to screw the little guy, obviously, and to make more money. So if you need less than 50 CDs made for whatever reason, they won't do it because you're a little guy, so screw you. Okay, so I've opted into sync licensing for YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And so basically, people can take any of my music that's opt-in and they can use it inside of YouTube for a fee. And I have had music licensed in YouTube before because I've opted into this agreement. So that's pretty cool. And then here's all of the fine print that you have to read all this stuff and you have to agree to it. And there's nothing untoward in any of this stuff. Basically just says you still own the music, but you're giving CDBaby the right to represent you when it comes to talking to Apple and Spotify, etc. and so on. So anyway, there you go. That's all the info. So my album is in the queue, and once it gets approved, then it will submit my album immediately to all the places that I showed you in the list, and off it will go. Now, CDBaby is also having a deal right now, so it's $25 to submit a CD. So the difference between DistroKid and CDBaby, DistroKid you pay 20 bucks, and then they don't take a cut, right? So you keep all the money you make, but you pay them $20 per year forever. As soon as you stop, then they take your music down out of spite, I guess. I don't know, which I think is sleazy. But it is possible to pay some extra money with DistroKid and then they will leave your stuff online. I don't know how that exactly would work. I don't know how you would get paid after that. The dirty secret about DistroKid is, well, number one, you're paying them $20 a year forever, and you're not really getting anything for that $20. It's more like you're paying them $20 a year not to take your stuff offline, right? And also, there are a lot of complaints online about how crappy their support is. Some people have good experiences. Some people report they can never talk to a human. CDBaby has outstanding customer service, I will say that. They are, what CDBaby is doing right now that's pretty cool is they're running a deal right now through another company where you can go and you can make a video. I made a lyric video. So it's got all the lyrics to the song. I'll put a link in the description to this. Anyway, pretty cool deal. So there you go. That's just sort of like I've been working on this album for a while. I made a couple of videos on my channel about it, and I've got it in the queue. I'm just waiting for it to come out, and I'm really excited to have it come out. Should be within the next week or so, I think, and that'll be cool. If you're interested in what this kind of looks like on the back side, well, that's what this video was about. And if you're not interested, you probably didn't make it this far. But if you did, and you like this video, please consider subscribing, clicking the bell, thumbs up, leave a nice comment, and I will see you again next Friday at 5.